Hey guys, this is my topic on advocacy speech. Not to defamation or paninirang uri. Gossiping are worse than device because they steal another person's dignity. Honest, you can reputation and credibility which are impossible to restore. So remember this, when your feet slip, you can always recover your balance, but when your tongue slip, you cannot recover your words. In short, in every words that came up on your mouth, it will never recover. You hurt a person's feelings. We are a good creation through bad and heart. Defamation is the oral writing communication of a false statement about another that unjustly harmed their reputation and usually constitute a tort or a crime. Lack of communication false statement about a person that injury the reputation of the person by meaning of verbal or physical defamation. We can disregard person's life. In my own observation, gossipings by own is the medium way of defamation. Families, co-workers, friends, to be honest, I can't really understand why people need to defamate others. Why? Because that person is much better than you? Why? But simply because have what we don't have, just because he can do or buy all things that she wants because she has money and power. Envy will not give you what you wanted. Envy is the result of gossipings. Gossiping is idle talk or rumor, especially about the person or private affair of other. That is also known as dishings. Defamation is everywhere and anywhere, schools, market, and workplace, and even the church. Defamation is still observed. We are Filipinos. We cannot deny that sometimes we do defamation. In this world that full of issue and envy, this is the moment that we need to stop urgently the definition, because there's no such a good thing in the world but love. Spread the love to all people, even to you don't know them or you are not related to each other. Spread the love to everyone you go. Let no one ever come to you without living happier. And so let us always meet each other with a smile. For the smile is the beginning of love, and once we begin to love each other naturally we want to do something. Love is the key to make the world a best one. Word of energy and power, with the ability to help, to heal, to hinder, to hurt, to harm, to humiliate, and humble. Considering the powerful force of the word we utter, we must discipline ourselves to speak in a way that conveys respect, gentle, and humanity. Stick and stone may break your bone, but words can hurt you too. Based on my own observation and experience, a new study suggests merely saying, this is my heartbeat, before receiving a shot may be enough to trigger a pain response in the brain long before any actual pain in felt. And I might say that those person choose to hurt person by power of their words. I can consider them as a sadist. Sadist is someone who enjoying inflicting pain on other, sometimes in sexual sense. A sadist is the opposite of masochist, who enjoy being in pain. A sadist is all about hurting others, usually to get off sexuality. Then someone asks me about this matter. She asks, how do you deal with hurtful word? Then I answer her, first don't take it personally. Their words are about them, not you. Sometimes when others are hurting, they may lash out at you with hurtful words. Everyone does this from time to time. It's often done without thinking, and they may even regret the words late. Then try to do this one, and if someone says something hurtful to you, try to remember that they are probably hurt. Send compassion back to them rather than taking their comment personally. The second, validate the person that hurt you. Prove to them that they are wrong, and if person says sometimes hurt to you, res- respond gently in a way that validates the person but not their unkind word. Whed- whether or not the other person intended their words to be hurtful. This type of response is likely to catch them off guard, and they may be more likely to stop and thinking about how their words affect you. They set a time to stow rather than dwelling on the hurtful words they say to you. Give yourself a deadline to throw them over. Feel the hurt for the designate amount of time. They choose to let them go. I will give an example. You might usually spread hours on even day mulling orders comment. Start setting a time for about 10 finishes. 10 minutes. Think about how the comment made you feel. Acknowledge the pain. Once the timer finishes, but those feelings don't pick them back up against that. That's what I mean in set up a time throw. Then fourth, the right words down. Then destroy the paper. If you're more a hands-on person, you might take power away from hurtful words by destroying them. Write, write the word down on a sheet of paper. Then you might rip the paper to share those into a fireplace. Struck out the words with a pencil or pen. For me, that was very effective. Show the best that you can do. Prove to them they they are wrong. Then lastly, replace in with a positive comment. Offset the impact of negative words by replacing them with your own positive word. This work because you can cancel out the negative comment in your mind by pulling it up with a more positive, uplifting comment. No matter happen in your life, you are the one who is molding your future and personality. I hope I helped the person who is suffering a defamation in their lives. I want to include an spring conclusion in my life. I love this past few years in my life. I learned that the things that don't always turn are the way you planned, or the way you think they should, and everyone learned that there's things that go wrong that don't always get fixed or get put back together the way they were before. And I will learn that can get through bad times and keep looking for better ones, as long as you have people who love you. Again, defamation is the serious matter. Life must include in this matter. The person that is being victim can take to end their lives because of the defamation that person doing. Defamation is legal term that reference to any statement made by a person, whether verbal or printed, that causes harm to another person's reputation or characters. In order defend yourself from the claim you need to first identify the allegedly defamatory statement. Then you should meet with a qualified attorney to come up with your defense. That ends that my advocacy about defamation. I hope this advocacy give help to those people who was a victim before of defamation, those people who is currently suffering defamation, and thank you also to my teacher who gives this kind of talks. God bless you all. Thank you.